Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Friday. It is Friday. I will be putting out my newsletter today. I'm going to be talking about this new moon coming up next week, as well as some other things going on in the whole world of Empress, okay? Along with that will come the shadow work prompts for this week, so definitely go check out that clickable space and sign up via the Substack area over there. Anyway, let's get into our Hey Witch card of the day, shall we? So, our prompt for today from my Rekindle the Flame prompts is what is slowly draining our energy? Yeah, I laughed really hard at this one. So, let's get into it. Hey Witch, our first card is the King of Swords, okay? For some of us, this is a person, okay? In order for this to represent a person, this would be a person who is totally focused on intellectual endeavors. Someone that is not afraid to share their thoughts, their ideas, but they can also be a little over controlling and pretty fucking manipulative. So if this does represent a person for you, if that made you think of someone either when you saw that card or heard the description, then it's definitely time to set some boundaries with that person. I almost get the sense that they're like feeding off of you somehow. So stop allowing them to siphon all of your energy, okay? You're allowed to keep some for yourself. And it's interesting that all of these cards are swords, okay? So the other thing that is draining our energy has to do with past trauma and past pain. And honestly, I get more of a shadow work vibe from this one, okay? So if you are someone who has been doing a lot of shadow work lately and feeling really drained, feeling overworked on it, then it's okay for you to take a step back. And I'm not saying, don't do the work, okay? I talk about doing the work all the fucking time. But it's also really important to integrate some forms of rest in there, okay? Not only rest, but also integration. Along the shadow work journey, we learn so much about ourselves, okay? We gain so much inner wisdom, but we also need time and space to apply that inner wisdom. To be continually always doing the work is a little imbalanced. So if that's you, maybe take a day or two to kind of integrate what you've been learning about yourself. Rest is part of the process, y'all. Taking a pause is so needed. Because within that break, we're going to be able to learn so much more about ourselves, and not only about ourselves, but perhaps even our next steps. I almost get this feeling that during that break, we're going to have new ideas and new understandings and understandings of who we are and who we are not anymore. I just had a realization for some of us, we are draining our own energy, y'all. We are over intellectualizing all of the things that we are doing. We are not allowing ourselves to dive into feelings at all. Or we are trying to think our way out of every single problem that we are in, and that's not going to work with everything. So if you in this reading are the King of Swords, it's even more important for you to take a step back. Be willing to step back into the work in the future, okay? But for at least today, give yourself a break and let yourself fucking feel something. How are you going to do this today?